Hey there, Cathy McLeish, everybody, and we are taking that questionnaire that tells us if we or somebody we love has a problem with alcohol. Have you gotten two right yet or two wrong? I don't know how you look at it, but if you have a problem with alcohol, it doesn't take much on these questionnaires, and I think they know how we are because we would definitely dodge the truth if at all possible. So I'm Cathy McLeish. We're doing this series on alcoholism, trying to raise awareness, and both in humor and in the most serious of ways. I'd like to share from my experience, the experience of the people that I've spent time with as practicing alcoholics, as recovering alcoholics, and the insights that can add to our understanding of what is actually going on so that we can protect ourselves, so that we can take care of ourselves. And if we are the problem, if we are the alcoholics, so that we can get help and have the life we were intended to have, because it is on the other side. And let me tell you, from my experience, I had no idea. I thought alcohol was my answer. I thought alcohol was the solution to all of my problems. And when I got on the other side, when I put down that drink, it didn't take 30 days for me to realize alcohol had been taking everything away from me. And it was causing most of the problems that I had in my life. It was not solving the problems. It wasn't even saturating them. It was maybe anesthetizing me so that I could not see the true solution to my problems was not alcohol. So anyways, I say with all honesty, alcohol was my problem. It was not helping me with my problems. So anyways, I'm going to this questionnaire, and the question that I want to ask today is, are there less things in your life with your drinking that make you excited about life or living? You know, kind of, has your life gotten smaller? Are there less friends? Are there less family people coming around? And you might even say, I like it that way. And there's a reason that I liked it that way, so that I could drink. Basically, that's it in a nutshell. So I look back at my life. I'm going to walk this kind of backwards. And I came into recovery. My marriage fell apart. It was an alcoholic marriage, full blown. Unfortunately, we could not put it back together. We did not have the tools and the desire, and so that marriage fell apart. I'm a single mom. My kids are going to my ex's every other weekend. They go for the weekend, and I have nothing to do. I don't know what to do. I have no hobbies. I have no interests. I had a lot of interests in hobbies and talents and gifts, but little by little, alcohol, I either took them or I gave them up one by one. Not going to do this, too many people. Not going to do this, don't want to spend my money for alcohol on that. Not going to do this, this takes a commitment. I don't like commitments. They cut into my time to drink. So I look at my life as a sober woman and I say, what happened? Why, when my kids leave, do I have no life other than with my kids and with my recovery? I did spend time in recovery working on myself with other people, but outside of that, I wasn't doing anything athletically. I wasn't doing anything socially. I wasn't doing anything intellectually, even reading books. And so I have to look at that and say, that is what alcohol did to me. It shrunk my life down to almost nothing. And so how does that happen? It happens little bit by little bit. And I start to say no to this invitation and no to that invitation. And I broke off that relationship, so I don't have anything to go back to there. And these people aren't talking to me because of what happened last Thanksgiving. And so little by little, just one by one, things are moving out of my life, and alcohol is taking a bigger place, filling in that void of everything that I'm losing. So do I have less things that interest me? If you see people in your life and you think they have a problem, that is one of the measuring sticks, if you will. Do they no longer, play on that softball team every spring? Do they no longer, come to this event that you guys have been doing since you got out of high school as girlfriends? Do they no longer come to any family events unless it's maybe Christmas? There are a lot of, telltale signs that somebody who is drinking is spending more of their time drinking and less of their time out in places where people can actually probably assess their drinking. And that was another thing too. If I had to go somewhere, I would find a way to take alcohol with me. I'd either drink alcohol before I went, right when I got back. However that worked, alcohol had to be a part of it, or I wasn't going to be a part of it. And so I'm, hiding my drinking. I'm going with alcohol in a drink, which appears to be water or coffee or whatever. And alcohol has to be there or I will not. So my world is gonna shrink. And I'm not excited about things when I'm forced to do it. If I can't get out of something, a vacation or, a thing with family members, if I can't get out of it and I have to be a part of it, I will probably make you miserable. I will somehow dampen the spirits of everybody around me because I came along. And if you didn't invite me, I'd probably make you feel bad. I'd probably somehow make you think that that wasn't a nice thing to do, even though in my mind, I'm grateful and I don't want to go anyway. I would probably make you feel bad. But if I go, you will definitely feel bad because I don't want to be there. I don't want to be, committed to anything outside of what I want to do, which is barely anything but drink. So, has my life gotten smaller? Am I less excited about things? I really am. And it's a telltale sign that drinking has become a problem. So if you can relate to any of this, you got to say yes to that question. And then you can go on to the next question and see how you rank on that one. Please subscribe, follow, come back, and retain some of this if it works for you, and see if you can take a few steps in your life this week to free yourself. If you're the drinker, put down the drink just for a day, one day at a time, to see if you can. And if you're around the drinker, try and step back, separate yourself from what they are doing, and do something for yourself that makes you feel good. Thanks again. Come back, and I'll see you soon.